Alright, my comrades in gaming. What's happening, guys? Ran 400 here, as always. You're lovable and... Actually, you know what? Let's just drop it. So, this is my second take on this. I lied when I said I was going to do a first take. Well, if you would have heard the recording, then I would have said I lied when I was doing the first take. So this is take 2 just because I fail at life. And again, you'll hear all my so buts and yeahs because I can't get this right the second time either. Trust me, you're going to hear it. So we're going to go again, weapon cycled, domination. Our team gets completely whipped in this game. So one of the things yeah, here we go, stumbling. But MP7, 2 attachments, extended mags, and yes, rapid fire, just because it makes it that much better. I actually use my prestige token on the MP7, so it's one of those guns that I really like now. Again, P90 is still my favorite submachine gun, but MP7 is pretty close second. It's probably better in my opinion, but I just like the P90 ever since Call of Duty 4. So this is a loss. Actually, I think they whip us like 200 to 119. I want to say. So a thing about losses, I'm not afraid to post a loss, and yeah, my friends are probably gonna comment on this. So this is for you guys. I really don't like I don't mind posting a loss. Generally speaking, though, whenever you lose, you do really bad just because your team's getting your butt whooped, and it's something like ground war air support's gonna be out the wazoo on the other team, which it seems like I've been running into a lot. So generally speaking, you're gonna do bad. You know, Predator missiles are gonna hit you, Pavlos are gonna hit you, AC-130s are bombarding you. It's just like a plethora of like, you know, death and destruction coming your way. So that's why a lot of people don't like posting losses. I mean, kind of myself included in that, but I mean, it is what it is. I do pretty well for myself on this one. I think I have like 30 some kills with like 14 deaths or something, and like 20. I want to say 21 assists. I was running recon drone, so. As far as kill streaks go, I should mention that I've started running like support instead of assault recently, just for the fact that it seems like, I don't know, I'm on the losing end of a lot of matches anymore, just for some strange reason. You know, it's here nor there, but it's really nice to have an EMP just so that they don't have air support for a while. Recon drone just to tag them, and you get a ridiculously, like, insert super large word here on how many points you get for tagging people with the recon drone, because you get them for tagging and you get them for whenever someone kills them to get a tag assist. So that's really nice. And ballistic vests, just because I don't know, I like to look fancy in a vest. But teams, I don't know. Whenever you're playing, even on ground war, when it's 9-on-9, it just seems like people don't like picking up your vests. Like, they will avoid them at all costs. They see vests on the ground, they'll just run straight past them. And it's kind of funny. You know, you'll see like vest taken like once whenever you put down a vest, even if you take it like 3 times yourself. I don't know why people don't get them. It saves me a lot. It saves my butt a lot, actually. Maybe like, I want to say 1 set of vests if I pick it up like twice. You know, could save you from at least like 3 kills usually, especially for those like first initial hits. So I don't know. I really like running vests. They're not affected by EMPs. You know, all that jazz. So that's really nice. So yeah, here's the point in the commentary where I start stalling, but I'll keep going anyway. As far as games I've been playing recently, I've been playing Blue Dragon a lot, and that's a game I got for $4 at the used game store. So, yay, cheap games. It's an old Japanese actually, yeah, 2007 Japanese RPG. Kind of has like that anime feeling. Reminds me a lot of like Dragon Ball Z, which I did used to watch as a child on Toonami. So if you guys ever watched Toonami, I kind of miss those days. There was like Dragon Ball Z, Zatch Bell. There's Sailor Moon in the beginning, but you know, as a guy, I would say, you know, Sailor Moon has cooties, and I didn't watch it as a kid, so I didn't. I do remember, I think it was before DBZ, so, you know, I'd always sit there with DBZ. But yeah, it has that, like, Dragon Ball Z type of feel, anime type of feel. It may seem like it's for, like, little kids, but the gameplay is actually ridiculously hard. I'd say harder than a lot of the Final Fantasies, in my opinion. It's turn-based, so you get that old, it's definitely a standard JRPG or Japanese RPG. It's pretty good in my opinion, just, you know, something to play through, something really cheap. Like I said, $4. I mean, you can't beat that. You go rent it at like a rental place, and it costs like $6 to rent it for 5 days. You know, why not buy it if it's $4? You know, that'll keep me busy. Instead of buying like $60 games, you just get a bunch of like really cheap ones, you know, spend your time. Which I feel like a lot of people, they just go for multiplayer anymore, and they don't play single player, which is kind of a shame. I mean, I guess people are getting spoiled from like these shooters, you know. People don't play Call of Duty for the single player, they play it for the multiplayer. You know, you don't play Battlefield 3 for the single player, you play for the multiplayer. You know, co-op games get their say, but most things are multiplayer anymore. I mean, there's your bang for your buck, but, you know, It is what it is. Another thing, I've been reading the sequel. I guess it's a sequel to like the Percy Jackson series. So I know, who reads books anymore for fun, right? Especially me, like a 21-year-old guy. It's like, a book, really, Randy? But yeah, you know, I'm kind of one of those nerdy type of people. You know, who knows? I like books. You know, you can't beat a good book. Let me tell you. Before there were video games, there were books, and you know, if you read story, you know, books are story. So that's that. I've been reading the Percy Jackson series. If you ever watched there's a movie that came out a while ago. It's called The Lightning Thief. If you ever watched The Lightning Thief, it was it was made by Disney, and it's based off this series. It's actually the first book in this series, called, you know, you guessed it, The Lightning Thief. I think it's by Rick Riordan. So if you want to check that out, you can check that out. It's like a young adult type of thing. It's basically, let me tell you, a story in a nutshell is this. You follow a guy named Percy Jackson. He's a demigod. Demigod being half human, half god. So a god and a mortal had sex. They had a child. Child has powers of the god. That sort of thing. Not all the powers, just because they are half god. Well, not half god, but they are yeah, they're half god, half mortal. So they're not as powerful as their fathers or mothers, but they're pretty strong in their own right. And basically they go around saving the world, that sort of thing. I think it's licensed by Disney, but it's, you know, I'm a 20-year-old guy and I read and I like it. It's really good if you like that fantasy mythology type of thing that it seems like a lot of things are doing anymore. So I don't know, I really like it. I'm reading I'm reading The Son of Neptune, which came out this fall, and that guy was sitting prone there. I don't know, it seems like a lot of people in this game are kind of sitting in corners and that, but that's how you get a high KD, right? I would I would say I would know, but you know, I would be giving too many secrets away by this point. Anyway, so that's what I've been doing with my life. Not really too much. I've, you know, grad schools to apply to, and that it's actually, I guess I'll graduate with a bachelor's, so thinking about going for a PhD, doctorate degree. So it'll be nice to see my name with like a doctor title, so Dr. Randy. That is a really horrible ring to it, and I feel sorry for anybody. I mean, it's in engineering, mind you, but just to see doctor, like, you know, just kind of wow. It's kind of a wow type of thing. And this recon drone just starts tagging people like crazy. I don't know. The recon drone, it's really easy to take out if you have like akimbo MP9s or FGs or a SAM turret like this guy tries to put down here eventually. But like I said, it is what it is. I was watching, another thing I was watching was not the Super Bowl, but the NFL playoffs. You know, I'll say it, I'm a Steelers fan, like I said, from Pennsylvania. So really disappointing when they lost to the Broncos a while back. But it, you know, you can't really help that. Tebow and the Broncos did their job. They smoked us. We were hurt, but you know, we didn't deserve to go on. We would have got mauled by the Patriots anyway. So, you know, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see who wins. I feel like the Giants might have a really good run at this, just because I didn't actually think they would beat the who they played, the Saints. Yeah, Drew Brees and the Saints. I didn't actually think they beat them, but they did. So, well, we'll see how they do. They won a Super Bowl a while ago, and that team kind of looks like them. So, we'll see how that is. Yeah, so this is basically about wrapping up. As you see, we got our butts handed to us, and you know, I can't really do much about that. This MP7 is actually really good with rapid fire and extended mags. I saw that as a regular set, so that's why I decided to try it. Extended mags, just so you don't have to stop firing as I get myself destroyed by a remote sentry there. But, you know, yeah, I really don't have that much to say. I'm sorry for like sounding kind of scatterbrained, which is, you know, normal for me, but it's technically 12:17 in the morning. Second take, usually, I want to say honestly, usually I do like four or five for something like 9 or 10 minute video like this, just because I kind of want to get it perfect. I say and but a lot, so I try to, and so I try to get rid of that. So, I think I went 34? Let's see. 30, come on. Oh, 38. 38, 21, and 14. You know, pretty high numbers even in the deaths, but, you know, do what you gotta do. So, peace out, guys. I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching, and thanks for enjoying me being scatterbrained. Later.